Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and I hope I will not jump the gun again because I'm coming with a guide for daily ops that's supposed to launch tomorrow, and hopefully everyone will be able to do a daily ops from tomorrow. And when we open the map, here we go, daily ops, and I will not cover any lore and stuff like that. It's a purely guide how to make it easier for you to complete it. And I will be doing it solo, although it's much easier to do it with your team. Always before you jump in, the best is to take a look what kind of enemies you will be facing, like in this case Blood Eagles, and their mutation. In this moment active camouflage, what means cloaked when not attacking, and this is kind of buggy. They're usually cloaked regardless if they are attacking or not attacking. You just need to take into account your enemies will be invisible, what means VATS will be useless. And there is always this piercing gaze, what means stealth does not work. Stealth is not an option. Then if you are a stealth character, don't worry. Just grab a power armor. You will be fine. And now here you can see that we need to do it below 8 minutes in order to get Elder rank. Then let's join it and let's see what we can do there. And I will be giving you some tips and tricks how to make it easier as we go. And when inside, you will get teleported directly on the inside of daily op. That's an instance just for you and your team. No one else will be here. No one will interfere with your daily mission. That is good. And as you will start moving for your first target, what means to repair the signal repeater, the timer will start counting, and that's important. Therefore, you shouldn't get distracted with mobs at this phase. The major phase is basically to follow the objective and ignore enemies as much as possible, because killing them will cost you time, and what you really want is to take the signal repeater, unless they will push you away from it. Yeah, we got the signal repeater repaired, and then we run straight into the objective. There is like no time to waste if you want to do it solo and you want to get Elder. And as you can see, with power armor, there is no problem to tank those damage from Blood Eagles. And if there will be tougher enemies like robots, you can have robots sometimes, then it's important to have your troubleshooter armor set. If you have it, it will be great. If you don't have it, you can still go with power armor. It will just cost you a little bit more of your aid if you want to do it solo. And now when you grab this booster, you need to stay around. You cannot move away. You can defend yourself, and I recommend any automatic vampire weapon, because more important than killing enemies here is staying next to this stuff. You don't want to move away. Then basically that's the more important thing, to stay in here, and therefore vampire weapon is the best option. Because it's not as important how many of those enemies you will kill, but the important part is to stay close. Even if you go looting them, don't go too far. If they're nearby, you can go and loot this free ammo and sometimes aid that they will drop. But if you kill them far away, don't go there. Don't go for loot. It's not as important. You can always loot it after you complete the mission. That's the safe way. But the guys that will die next to you, of course, loot them. And there are only two other factions. Apart from Blood Eagles, you can face super mutants or robots. And truly, robots are the toughest. They can pack a punch, and they the worst one. And apart from that, I can just sit here and I'm waiting for this bar on the top right hand side to fill up. And after it will fill up, all we do is just run straight to another target. Those enemies, they're not important. You can kill them, you don't need to kill them. And if you kill them, the more spawn. Then basically this bunch will be sitting in here if you don't kill them. And because they are using energy weapons and I have legendary perk that heals me, then I can just sit in here. I don't even need to shoot. But it's not the case with every enemy. Like robots can really wreck you, and I do recommend to keep one set of troubleshooter armor regardless if this will be anything good. It can be any type of armor, any mixture of armor. Just keep one set of troubleshooter, possibly the lightweight one, and use it when needed. And another tip, Psycho buff will be amazing. As you can use it, it will increase your tankiness and give you damage. Damage part will be important later when you will actually need to kill a couple enemies. At this phase we don't yet need to kill anything. And now after the first uplink is done, we need to run for the second one. Barrows is the worst one in this category because there is a lot of running. Everything is quite far away. And the point is to grab it as fast as you can to boost this second uplink and wait until the site will be secured. The fun fact, you don't need to protect it, no one will destroy it, you just need to stay around for whatever reason. And now about the perks. What's important, they sometimes throw grenades on you, then fireproof is pretty much recommended. And some of those enemies will be melee, then blocker is your go-to perk under strength. I have Kempfed here as well, because thanks to Kempfed, my Psycho buff will last the entire mission, one Psycho buff. Apart from that, you can choose whatever perks you want, but I truly recommend combo of Born Survival with First Aid. It's incredible help because you do not need to remember about using your Stimpaks. And it will save you Stimpaks as well, as First Aid will boost them, and if you use Psycho buff, then every Stimpak will heal you more because it's based on percentage of your health bar. Those enemies in here are invisible, but there are different mutations as were possible. Some of them will explode on death. That's the easiest one because with fireproof they will do nothing to you. And there is other mutation that you will not be able to kill them with ranged weapons. That's the worst one. Although, even if they have these mutations that you cannot kill them with ranged weapon, you can do damage to them with ranged weapon. And all you need to do, when they have like 0 health, you just need to run to them and bash them. And that will finish them off, if you will get this mutation. And there is one other mutation, but doesn't require any intervention from you. There's the last mutation will just cause enemies' attacks to freeze you, what means you will move slower, but apart from that, doesn't do anything else, then not a big issue. And now we run towards the last marker, and this last marker actually is the point when we will need to kill some enemies. We'll get a markers on enemies and we'll need to kill some of them. Then best to use your hard-hitting weapons at this point. So you need to annihilate them as fast as possible, and then boss will appear. And then you need to kill the boss. And you need to do it all in time. It will be probably not possible for me to do it in time solo, because this particular mission in Barrows, there is a lot of running around, and I'm a little bit too slow. Now there is a boss, and I'm just slightly too slow. The boss is a little bit tougher than on other enemies, but apart from that, it's just fun ending for the daily mission. And it's completed. Unfortunately, 9 seconds out of the time, but if you will be more focused than me, less talking, more playing the game, then you will be just fine. And enemy, this boss is not a legendary, it's not dropping anything important. The legendary rewards you are getting in your mission briefing. When you press escape to see the operation report, you can see your time and you can see what you unlocked. And I already previously earned the Elder. The bonus reward you can get only once per day. The standard reward you will get every time. The bonus one, once per day. And then you press enter and you can see the second screen, and here those are all your rewards. Just important, if you want to loot stuff inside a daily op, then don't open the mission report too early, because after you open it, when you press escape like at this point, you will get out of the mission area, then you will go back when you were when you started the mission, that there will be no opportunity to loot it. Then now I press escape and I will be out. Like that. And that's about as simple as that. There is nothing more complicated into daily ops. Just to summarize what you need to remember. Move as fast as you can. Put your build together to survive damage. That's your goal, not anything else. Survivability for most part. Then when you are at the booster site and the progress bar is moving, do whatever you want there. You can shoot enemies, you don't need to shoot enemies. The important part, stay close to the uplink. And then after you have both uplinks boosted, you go towards the third marker, and then you need to kill all the enemies there as fast as possible, and boss appear and kill boss as fast as possible. You do it all below 8 minutes, you're brilliant. You have all the rewards, your daily mission is done. I hope this quick guide will be helpful for you guys. Let me know what you think about daily op. I'm excited. I'm waiting. I cannot wait for this next patch. I just hope everything will go well and we'll get it tomorrow as planned, and I will be able to jump on all this new stuff, on all my characters, and get those legendary perks. And now, as always, thank you a lot for watching and see you guys in the next one.